I want to start first with your question that you asked Tiger Woods after Valspar, and it was in reference to that. And he just seemed absolutely giddy when he answered your question about his clubhead speed off the driver, how it was so impressive. And you were there and you saw that. But what did he go on to say about how he's been able to get that speed back?
That's right. I asked him to what he attributes his incredible clubhead speed based on the fact that he had 4 back surgeries and he's gotten it so quickly upon his comeback. And he was, as you said, he was giddy. He was just so excited. And after the initial, well, I don't know, he basically referenced the fact that his driver is a little lighter and perhaps it's longer. And when I talked to the TaylorMade guys, he's using an M3 460 driver, and compared to the old driver, it is longer and lighter. But he really just doesn't know. I think also the fact that he played in pain, Tina, for so long, and now he is pain-free for the first time in a long time, and it's freed up his body, and so he's getting a lot more clubhead speed, and therefore he's hitting the ball great.
Why did Tiger come back, though, other times when he was still in pain? Why did he have some of those premature comebacks before this one?
Well, obviously he wants to play so badly. He wants to continue winning. You know, he's just the greatest golfer in the history, arguably. And so he always thought, well, I can come back. I can, even if I have to play through pain, I can still play. And obviously it hindered him for many, many years. And he's just beside himself. You know, he was actually, had a chance to win the last 2 tournaments, 1 shot behind. And he said, if you would have asked me at the beginning of the year that I would have had a chance to win 2 golf tournaments, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. So his success has even surprised him.
Do you think this time around he's exceeding our expectations, his expectations? What do you think?
Absolutely. I think he's exceeding his expectations. And, I mean, everybody has Tiger mania. They want to see him come back to, I mean, he has been playing like the Tiger of old, which, I mean, look, the ratings are amazing. TV ratings are amazing. Attendance has tripled at all these tournaments now that Tiger's back. The anticipation going into the Masters is just hysteria. You know, it's mass hysteria, Tiger mania. And so he, the great thing about it is he's been improving week after week, Tina. He came back after missing the cut at Riviera. He tied for 12th at the Honda Classic. He tied for 2nd at the Valspar, and then he tied for 5th at Bay Hill. Had the chance to win the last 2 events, 1 shot behind. So he's making the adjustments that he needs week after week to improve. So now he has a week or 2 off, obviously, for Augusta. He's going to go to Augusta National and practice a little bit. 4-time winner there. It's exciting because he definitely has a chance to win.
And you've been there. You've been covering him every step of the way, every round since he's made this most recent comeback. When you look at him play, and what is different, though, about the Tiger that we last saw winning the Masters, was 13 years ago? I mean, we know he's older, obviously. Is there anything different in his form, in his approach, in his technique that's gone with the surgeries and with the years of aging?
Sure. I mean, he has changed his swing a lot based on, all the back surgeries and the last one, the fusion. He's playing a lot more free. He's not in any pain anymore, as we said. A lot of those majors, he was in pain when he won, especially back in 2008 when he won the U.S. Open. He was playing on 1 leg. That was a different injury. But 4-time winner at Augusta National, on the course, he's much more relaxed. He's playing joyfully. There's been this incredible transformation of Tiger Woods. He realizes this is his second lease of his career. He just has a new opportunity now at 42 years old to accomplish great things. And again, playing pain-free. It's been amazing. Off the course, he's fan-friendly. He's media-friendly. He signs autographs. He's doing all these things, that he didn't do in the prime of his career. And I think he just has this renewed appreciation that he's back and that he's playing so well, and he wants to set a good example for his children.
We're talking about all of the physical comebacks, but he had those dark years, Ann, with the personal issues, with his ex-wife and the prescription drugs. How much do you see that's far behind him as well? And are the media kind of nitpicking on that at all, or is that kind of gone?
I have to tell you, as Tiger gets better and better each week, you don't hear anything about the negativity. It was only, what, a year ago? Less than a year ago when he got arrested for DUI. Then he went to rehab. And I think obviously he's learned a lot from all that whole experience. And now that he's playing well and he's playing pain-free, he's just so, he's just focusing on the positive, and he's just a whole different Tiger Woods. He's so joyful. He's so appreciative. And you see that on and off the course.
Now as we get closer to the Masters, as he keeps continuing through this comeback, when you look at the field, they're young, great talent. Rory McIlroy, who just won this past weekend at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. You have Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson. I mean, can he really compete and beat some of these young talent?
Oh, I definitely think Tiger Woods can win a Masters title, another one, his 5th. I can't believe I'm even saying that, because I can't even believe he's back playing pain-free, and he can't believe it. As recent as October, when he was an assistant captain at the President's Cup, he did allude to the fact that he may not ever play golf again. And now he's playing pain-free and playing so well. So yes, I do think Tiger can win the Masters. He had a shot to win the last 2 events. But all the guys, all the young guys want to get in his way. Rory McIlroy has won every major championship except the Masters. He played so well at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, first victory in 18 months. He, drained 5 birdies in his last 6 holes, and he is, has the momentum going into the Masters. Rory would be a great winner. Of course, he had that meltdown in 2011 when he was ahead by 4 shots going into the final round, and then he blew up on the back 9. So hopefully he can get that out of his mind, but that was a long time ago. You have Jordan Spieth, who's won, and he's due to win another major. I mean, Jordan won in 2015. Dustin Johnson is due, and he's so talented. He won the U.S. Open at Oakmont in 2016. Justin Thomas won the PGA Championship last year, the FedEx Cup. He's won a tournament earlier this year. Justin Thomas has so much talent. Bubba Watson, so creative. So you have all these guys, John Rahm, you have all these guys who can really have an opportunity to win the Masters, and yet Tiger's right in there.
Yeah.
In fact, Vegas is picking him to win it. So it's exciting.
What about some of the veterans like Phil Mickelson, so about the same age as Tiger, so
well,
a little older.
Phil Mickelson. Yeah. Phil Mickelson, 47 years old,
wow.
Tina, 3-time Masters champion, and he won earlier this year. So Phil has a good shot.
Yeah.
He's, he knows what to do there. That he knows the course so well. If he gets on a great run on the greens, he can definitely win it.
Any dark horses?
Oh, geez. Dark. Well, I don't want to say Jason Day's a dark horse.
Right,
Jason
exactly.
Day,
but he has
Jason
been away.
Day has a shot to win. Jason, won earlier this year as well. There's just so many players that have a chance to win. It's going to be so exciting.
You are going into your 20th Masters. You'll be covering your 20th consecutive Masters at Augusta. The last 2 years, 2016, 2017, what felt missing without Tiger Woods?
Well, boy, now the Tiger's back, you can really see the difference. But, you saw a lot of these younger guys winning on the tour. At the Masters, obviously, Sergio winning last year was great because he was a veteran who hadn't won a major title, and he finally won a green jacket. So, but I just think, there's going to be a huge buzz at Augusta National, a buzz that we never really had for a long time because, his last win was 2005. I can remember that chip in on the par 3 16th. Remember the Nike ball? It hovered on the edge of the cup for a couple seconds, dropped in, one of the most exciting shots in all of golf. That was 2005 when Tiger went on to win.
13 years ago.
13 years ago. So, look, Masters is always exciting. They're always great stories. But with Tiger back, there's Tiger mania everywhere. And I'm sure tickets are selling through the roof right now. Everybody's trying to get a ticket. They always try to get a ticket to the Masters. But with Tiger back, playing as well as he's playing, it's going to be crazy.
What have you sensed about some of the younger players that aren't used to the size of these galleries? And, granted, there are some fans that are out of control, but a lot of the younger guys are complaining because they didn't come up. They came in when Tiger was sort of already falling in the rankings.
Well, most of these younger players idolized Tiger Woods when they were growing up. That's the reason they're playing. And now he's back playing as well or better than they are. And I'm talking about Jordan Spieth. I'm talking about Justin Thomas. I mean, these guys idolize Tiger, and they're trying to, say the corporate thing like, oh yeah, we're so happy for him, and yes, he's definitely, worth, all the hoopla. But you have to think in the back of their minds, they're thinking, wow, how come he's getting all this attention and we're not?
Yeah,
Justin Thomas, when he won the Honda Classic, he alluded to the fact that he won the tournament, yet Tiger got all the attention. So they are seeing a big difference with Tiger back and playing so well.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see that. I want to talk a little bit about you and your history covering golf. And you had your show for 17 years, your interview show. Who were some of your favorite golf interviews that stand out, Ann?
Wow, well, Sports Interview was the name of the show, and I hosted it, distributed it, produced it, and actually went out and acquired sponsors for it, and it aired for 17 years. And boy, it started way back when, with my first show with Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, Will Chamberlain. So it was really all sports, but the golfers, Arnold Palmer, Sam Snead. I mean, I just went way back, everybody from them to Phil Mickelson. I mean, we just had so much fun talking to different personalities. And then I did a show on the Golf Channel. I was one of the originals on the Golf Channel where I talked to celebrities about golf. So I talked to people like Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson and Celine Dion and Joe Pesci about their golf games. So, golf is just a great vehicle for business, and it's such a great lifestyle. And you learn so much about a person on the golf course. I know you play, Tina, and when you play with somebody, you have the whole day to talk to them and to get to know them. And I just love it. It's just such a great way to find out about a person. Do they go for it? Do they use too many mulligans? Are they a good sport?
Right, are they playing by the rules?
Are they playing by the rules? So, I mean, you just really learn a lot about a person by playing with them. So doing this show, by, just golfing with people on, and interviewing them was just so interesting, because I just really, it showed another side of them that was fascinating to me. Sylvester Stallone, Johnny Bench, Jim Brown, and I love taping shows on the golf course because it was really about the personality's success story, but it also revealed sides of them that people seldom see. So it was quite fascinating.
Who was the best golfer that was not a golfer, whether it was a celebrity or an athlete?
The best golfer, let me think, Alice Cooper.
Oh, wow.
Alice Cooper, and a very honest guy, very revealing guy. He said, Ann, the day I got out of rehab, I played 36 holes of golf and haven't stopped playing golf. So he transferred his addiction from alcohol to golf. And you'll hear that a lot about people. Lawrence Taylor says the same thing. They play golf every day. And Alice Cooper, just such an incredible, the king of shock rock. But off the course, he's so unlike his on-stage persona. He's a born-again Christian. He's been married to the same woman for years. He's a great role model for his children. He raises money for charity. He's just fascinating, and I learned all of that about him while playing golf with him.
This also translates all the work that you've done as a journalist covering golf and sports. Now it translates into a company that you're collaborating with in a jewelry line. Tell me a little bit about that and how it still ties golf kind of into the whole lifestyle look.
Yeah, well, Dune Jewelry, I'm wearing it here, the necklace and the earrings and the bracelet. Dune Jewelry, we came up with a collection. I collaborated with the owner, Holly Daniels Christensen, and we came up with the Hamptons Rope collection. And it's a very sophisticated, handcrafted sterling silver, and basically they take sand or any natural element and they put it in the jewelry.
Wow.
So you can pick sand from your favorite beach anywhere in the world, and if they don't have it in their sandbank, in their warehouse, in Boston, you can send them a little bit of that sand and they will put it in the beautiful jewelry.
Oh, wow.
And it's such a great idea. Now they're getting to the golf business. They're getting actually sand from bunkers.
Oh, that's neat.
Isn't that fun?
That's
at
fun.
my charity tournament in the Hamptons, they actually get sand from the bunkers of the golf venue where last year it was Maidstone. This year it's Atlantic Golf Club. And so now everybody can go home with a ball marker with sand from that bunker,
Oh, that's neat.
or a divot tool, or cufflinks for men, or jewelry for women. So it's a great idea. They're really getting into the golf business in a big way.
And you mentioned your foundation outing. This is going to be your 20th annual Ann Liguori Foundation outing. Tell me a little bit more about it, how people can get involved, and the history of what you've raised millions of dollars for.
Right. Well, I'm so excited. 20th annual Ann Liguori Foundation Charity Golf Classic. We always pick a golf course on the east end of Long Island. We sell out every year, thank goodness. This year it's at the Atlantic Golf Club in Bridgehampton, New York, and it benefits cancer research and cancer prevention. So we donate a lot of money to St. Jude's, to an organization called Kids Need More. They do a camp on Shelter Island every August for young people who have cancer. We donate to the East End Hospice. We actually have mentorship programs too. This is something totally different from all the work we do raising money and awareness for cancer research and cancer prevention. The New York Women in Communications has the Ann Liguori Foundation Sports Media Scholarship, and Awesome, Association of Women in Sports Media, has a scholarship now that we support. So we're doing a lot of good work for women in sports media, and then the majority of the money we raise goes to cancer research and cancer prevention.
Well, I support all of those causes 100%. Where can we catch you covering the Masters?
So I'm doing the Masters, for, as you mentioned, for the 20th straight year for WFAN. So I'll be on the air on 660 AM and 101.9 FM every top of the hour. And every bottom of the hour, my updates will be on CBS Sports Radio Network all over the country, over 350 affiliates. And I'm excited. I played at Augusta National 3 times.
You did? Now, when have you played? Is that the media day, the day after the finals?
The day after. What they do is they pick like 20 people in the media to play. But the thing is, if you get to play, you have to wait 7 years before you can put your name in the lottery.
So you have to cover the Masters for 7 years, and then
before
put
you
your
have
name.
a chance to even enter the lottery. So I've been very, very fortunate. So last year was my 3rd time I played Augusta National. So now I have a break before I can even try to play for the 4th time. But I can savor the memories of playing.
So I have
3
to ask,
times.
How'd you hit them? How'd you play?
I hit it pretty well. I was really excited. I normally shoot in the low 80s. At Augusta National, from the members' tees, it is manageable lengthwise, but you get to the greens and they're impossible. You have to have a good caddy, and then you have to execute properly. And I shot in the 90s, low 90s, so I was happy. As long as I broke 100, I was very pleased.
That's great. What was the weather like? I mean, the conditions
beautiful
must have been
last year. The day after, it was gorgeous day, no wind. The weather's been pretty good. I think the first year I had cold weather. My caddy, the first year I played years ago, was a full-time mortician and part-time caddy, and I don't know if that was a good omen or not. But I remember on the par 3 12th, the beautiful par 3 12th, one of my favorite holes in golf, I hit my tee shot. It landed pin high, rolled into the bunker. I went to the bunker to try to hit it out. He went over to Rae's Creek, squat down, held his hands like this, because he knew I was going to hit it from the bunker into Rae's Creek. I hit it right into his hand, so he was right. So he saved me from losing a ball. But that was a good memory. So a lot of fun times.
Ann, thank you so much.